Hey everyone, Positron taking another look at Dreamscaper. This is a game I've played a couple of times on the channel and on stream, and it just came out in early access. Developer gave me a code for the full version, well, the current early access version, so I thought I would take another look at it. And this is a game I really enjoyed on stream. I really enjoyed my previous preview. It's on Steam. It's $15 now. I believe they said the price will probably go up once it hits, 1.0. Right now there's 6 levels available. If you're not familiar with the game, it is a action RPG with kind of roguelite progression, and it's also got this, I would say almost Persona-esque real-world area that you can explore. The way you unlock a lot of things are by progressing in this real-world area, so I can craft some things from some resources that I've gotten. I'm actually on like level 3 right now, and I figured I would do that because I would be able to show you some of the later areas, or the mid-range areas, I guess. It's as far as I've gotten as well, so it'll be kind of interesting. But yes, these are all the characters I've met, and as you meet the characters and talk to them, you'll find out their likes and dislikes, and a little more about them. Current inventory. Now your loadout, it's locked right now because I'm in the middle of a run. But as you unlock stuff, you can actually choose what you start with. You can craft those items, which is kind of a nice touch. So we'll just quickly go, and I'll show you this aspect of it before we get into the ARPG part here. So while we're awake, we can come and we can talk to individuals. We can have a little moment with them. We can also gift them something. Ooh, I'm going to gift one more because I want to get the next rank. And as we rank up, we'll unlock things. We unlock the Firebird, and next unlock we get is the Mallory. Looks like a weapon. And each location you go to takes a certain amount of time to do so. You have until, I believe, 9 o'clock, and then it's time to go back to sleep. Sure, now I think you like notebooks, right? Yeah, there we go. So now you're a familiar face. Now if you hit a major milestone, you'll have this little sequence where they'll talk. Paper guy. Oh, it's you. You don't remember me. Sorry, it's not you. Just meet a lot of people. Well, you printed a quote of mine in the paper. Oh, cool. What was the story, oh dear? The one on the park permitting. Oh, right. Sorry about that. Cassidy. That's our main character. Thing is, writing pieces like that is not my favorite thing. So it's nothing about you, I'm just quick to forget them. You don't have a say in what you're working on? Well, the options for writing here are limited. So you take a job thinking it will lead somewhere else, then somewhere else gets more and more distant. Then you end up just floating through the days. Was there ever a destination? Yeah, I've certainly had my share of where did this week go? Same. Exactly. Okay, Cassidy. Filed away. So he'll remember us a little better in the future, perhaps. So we unlock his creativity, and the next unlock is token. So the creativity, see if I can pull up my... these are the influences, and those influences are kind of just big passive bonuses that you can take, and each one has a different style. Ability damage, rain damage, elemental damage, armor. I currently have a defensive one on. Things like that, and those are just kind of passive bonuses you can take in with, and you can choose which one. So let's quickly go and do a little more chatting here. Share their love of bicycles. Tries to convince Cassidy that skydiving isn't all that scary. I'm kind of with Cassidy on that one. Alright, so let's go home, and it's time to go into the dungeon crawling aspect of this. Kind of the main draw here. But I wanted to show off the other parts before we get into that. This will probably be the rest of the video here. Now, I may die, and if I do, we can show what the beginning is. Ah, the campsite. So I've never been here before. This is neat. So we've got melee attacks. Now that flash, let's see if I can do the timing. I'm very bad at the timing. Yeah, so if you swing right when it flashes, you get a little bit of extra power attack. We've also got ranged attacks. Now ranged attacks have ammo. Right now I have I-beams. And we've got magic attacks too. So magic attacks you can see in the upper left. Currently I've got a fire blast, and I've got a big wide area effect frost spell. Then we've also got this time slow ability that charges up with that bar. Alright, so we can go a few different ways here. We'll go to a regular room first. Meet some enemies. Now we do have a shield as well. I'm just going to kind of stun lock this guy to start. Single enemies are usually not too dangerous. Not all enemies can be staggered though, so that is something to watch out for. So you see in the lower right, we've got that time symbol is sand. It's basically it's gold. It's our main currency. Then we've got keys, bombs, and ranged ammo. Actually, we should go to that question mark. Question marks, I don't think they're ever combat areas. This one's an exchange place. We could exchange... Oh, we could exchange all of our lucid for one key. Yeah. We only need a little more to do that, so... we can also get memories here. So we discovered cooling off. Nothing was more satisfying than jumping to the lake after a long hike. We can kind of gather those memories as we go along here. Alright, this enemy tends to give me trouble. Ooh, I actually hadn't looked at this shield I have here. That's a neat looking shield. So these have to be blown up with bombs. He doesn't seem... Yeah, he didn't see me yet, so... I do have a damage... Ooh, wow, he hits really hard. Holy crap. Alright, that's pretty dangerous. I actually think I got blocked there. So I haven't fought enemies that block before, so that's pretty scary. I don't think he can hit me this way. Yeah, so we can actually hit him through there. Oh yes, these brown pillars need to be bombed. And they'll have some goods in them. I could exchange for a key, but I feel like I might need that lucid. We can also teleport to any room we've been before, which is nice. Little time saver. Oh boy. So this is actually, I think, is one of the mini bosses of the previous area. So I'm gonna do a lot of running away here. And I think that the guy at the hat ended up buffing this monster quite a bit. But he's pretty slow for the most part until he charges. So I'm gonna kite him a bit here. And I will see if I can use some ranged attacks. There we go. So this is just an item room. We can choose one of these. We can add Snowman. Adds freeze to all of our attacks. 5% chance to freeze. Add poison to all of our attacks. Or we could get a better ranged weapon. Now, I think... I'm trying to think of how I see my loading. There we go. Yeah, so I have a 5% chance to shatter enemies. I believe instant kills them. So maybe we want to try the Snowman. It's a pretty low chance, 5% chance to freeze, and then a 5% chance to shatter, but you know, might save me some difficulty. I think I will exchange. Well, you know what? I already have a key. We'll just keep going for now. I don't want to go into that challenge room just yet. I would like to find some health before then if I can. Alright, so that red stuff on the ground is they call red pit. And it is very dangerous. It'll do a little bit of damage to us. Alright. So I can parry if I time my shield right. I'm going to try to show that off. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm not going to get the timing on this one, I don't think. Give it one more shot. Yeah, there we go. So if you time it right, you send a projectile back. A reflected projectile will usually kill whatever fired it. You can also parry melee attacks and stun them a little longer. Alright, so there's also these little puzzle rooms. So in this one, I believe we just have to line up all of these. Which sometimes is easier said than done. Alright, so that's a dead end on that. Let's see, we could do this. I was never good at these types of puzzles. Ooh, this one's actually tricky because we need... Because there's only, you know, these have to go this way, basically. Which means this one has to go that way. Oh, there we go. Nice. Then we solve the puzzle. Get treasure. Bullseye increases the damage of all attack bonuses. Nice. So that's just a passive upgrade. So we got a challenge room here. And this one is, don't use my shield. No problem. Ooh, that was really dicey, though. You know what? We're actually going to use some of our lucid here. Because that enemy in the back worries me quite a bit. So you see we get this really, really powerful slowdown. But it drains that bar at a pretty decent rate. Alright, so this is a dodge. So we can replace our dodge. Currently we just have a roll. And this one is a front flip. Feels slower than my current dodge, though. So I don't know, but it'll give us more base movement speed and 10% melee damage. Any items that we don't want to use, we can recycle for some resource. Pick up all this stuff. Ooh, we actually missed a little section of that. Another item room. Double Jeopardy. Doubles damage, but given but doubles damage received? Nah. Primal Scream. Or a deflector. 100% parry window. That's very interesting. So this is like a spell. Tempting. I like that parry window. This also would do like a lot of damage. Let's go with this shield. For safety. Now, I probably won't spend a bomb to break that one little block there. We actually did get a freeze on that one. Ooh. He got me. Well, fortunately, when we die in the dream, we don't die in real life. So depending on how well you did in the dream, you get a certain amount of time. So we actually only got an hour and a half. And we can either just immediately go back to sleep, or we can wake up. And so there's things we can do. We can craft here. Sure, I'll craft that. So I can show you too now, if I go into the loadout, you know, I can choose these different things, but if I want to do them, I have to craft them. I have to use some of those resources. Right now, I feel like I'm better suited crafting gifts to level up things and upgrade faster. I can, however, change... Let's see. Yeah, I can change the inventory, so I could change this. You know, I could do more lightning damage, things like that, if you really want to customize your build. And you can see what the final level it gives you too, which is kind of nice. I don't know... Yeah, so there's one more thing I want to show off real quick. Just gonna chit-chat first. Best deals on vintage hats. Oh, nice. sketches to share. Alright, let's head back. I don't think you get any benefit from going to bed earlier. So when you do start, of course, you do start with a random item, and I believe those can be any items that you have unlocked. So let's see, what do we start with here? We start with just unarmed. Interesting. But if I can really quick, I want to show off something that I thought was a cool feature about previous bosses. So I'll try to get back there pretty quick. And you always start with this spell, which honestly is really powerful. You can knock enemies in the air at times. Looks like this uppercut actually forces that. And if an enemy's knocked in the air, they're very helpless. And I believe they actually take additional damage. I might be just making that up, but that's what it seems like from my experience. We did get a bomb here, right? Yeah. So let's open this. Bombs don't hurt you. You can just stand them, which is nice. They do damage to enemies too. I typically save them. So we get a new roll, shield, or more powerful unarmed. Sure. Why not? I like these turrets. I tried to get clever with that one. I like that they show, you know, when they have ammo, basically. There we go. That parry is always satisfying when you get it. Oh, there's another ranged item over there. What do we have for ranged? Looks like we've got fireworks. Alright, here's another. So this is the other kind of puzzle room I've seen. It's kind of like a minesweeper situation. Warning, I am awful at minesweeper. But I think this will be... Yeah, there we go. Now, as far as I know, you can't permanently fail any of these. If you mess it up, you can just keep trying until you get it. Maybe that changes later on. Draconic Rage. Sure, I've actually not seen that spell before, so let's take that one. I didn't even look what the third item was. So yeah, overall, again, I remain very impressed by this. I think the style of it is really cool. I think the variety in weapons and abilities and stuff is really cool. The only thing I would say that I would like to see more of is some sand at the cost of reduced health recovery. Huh. Always sells off 25% of health for sand at 150% premium. What a weird item. What a bizarre item. Yeah, I think the only thing I would say is I would like to see a little more enemy variety. I've only seen maybe like a handful of enemy types. And I think there's a lot of space for them to make more. I think that'd be really cool. All right, so parry 2 projectiles. Or 2 attacks or projectiles. We can do that. Ooh. I gotta be careful though, because I don't want to die trying to do that. It is a health potion, so. There we go. There's one. Come on. There we go. So since we completed the challenge, we get a treasure. Our projectiles are full. What do we get here? We get a sewing needle. All projectiles pierce enemies. Nice. Was there a shop on this floor? There was. I'll just continue. So this is what I want to show off. So I thought the thing that was really interesting is that, so I've beaten this boss. Now I have 2 options. I could fight the boss, I think, and maybe I get better rewards, or I can actually just choose to skip the boss and I still get an item from it. Bulletproof glass, nice. And I thought that was very interesting. That, I mean, I'm sure fighting the boss gives you more rewards, but I think it's nice that once you've beaten a boss once, it kind of incentivizes you to push forward and keep being able to get further and further instead of just, you know, having a bad boss fight, losing all your resources, you know, not being able to progress further. So I think it's cool. I think it really does a good job of helping you progress. I know we can either just continue or we can wake up. But yeah, this is Dreamscaper. Again, it is 15 bucks on Steam. I think it's pretty cool. Again, it's early access, so, you know, as always, buyers beware of those sort of things. They say it'll be about 6 months for the remainder of content to be put in. So, I mean, maybe keep an eye on that. But for my money, you know, I mean, again, they did provide me a code, but this is certainly something I can see myself buying. I think it's very cool. I like roguelikes. I like the style. Not everybody's going to be into the persona aspect of it, but overall, I think it's a pretty cool game. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click like, helps a bunch. Subscribe for more. I'll see you soon.